Hello, this is Ben from FlexSim. Today we're going to talk about what you can try if you've got a client PC that's not able to get a FlexSim license from a LAN license server that you've set up. So the first thing that what we're going to detail in this video is just checking the connection between the two computers. Do you have the client computer set up so that it can talk to the server, and there's this server set up so that it can receive that communication. So the first thing to try is to just check that overall connectivity. I'm going to use ping to check that. I've got a server set up here on my network on 122, and you can see I get a ping response from 122 in less than a millisecond. So of course, to do this test, you've got to have that server enabled to respond to ping. So Windows will respond to ping by default, but if you've set up some special rules on your server, that may be blocked. So hopefully you or an IT person knows what you can do on the server side to enable ping, to enable your server to respond to ping. So the next thing to do is the LMadmin service that you've installed on your server, it's listening for communication on a particular port number. So let's bring the documentation over here. This is the FlexSim license server instructions for installing LMadmin and getting clients set up to get a license. So hopefully you're familiar with this document. But down here on page 18, we've got this screenshot. So what you'll want to do on your own server, go to your license server and open a browser and go to localhost :8080, or it might be :8090, depending on what port you've set up. It could be a custom port in addition to that. So it's probably 8080 or 8090, so you can log into this interface for LMadmin. Once you've logged in, you want to go to the administration link in the upper right, and then you'll see this page, which is the system information page. And you'll be able to see what port number you are using for licensing. So in our case, well, the default is 27,000, and that's what our server is currently listening on as well. So what you want to do then is jump back to your command window, and a way to communicate across a particular port is to use Telnet. Telnet is not installed by default on your Windows computer, at least not here on Windows 8. So to get that installed, what you can do is just jump over to the control panel, go to Programs, turn Windows features on or off, and you can scroll down and find the Telnet client. So you just want to check that and hit OK. So now Telnet is installed on my PC, so I can just jump back here to my command prompt window, and Telnet should be available. There it is. So I'm going to quit Telnet though and just do this from the regular command line here. So the first thing I want to try, just to show you a bad example, is to Telnet into the server, 122 for me, and I'm going to Telnet into a port that I know the server's not listening on. So as this tries to connect, my client PC is trying to talk to the server and saying, hey, I'm talking to you over port 54321, and eventually we'll get back an error saying, hey, there's nothing on this server listening on port 54321, there's nothing we can connect. So any second, there we go. Could not open connection to the host on the specified port. Connect failed. So now if I try the same thing, but instead specify the port that LMadmin should be listening on, it'll be very different. So you see now I've kind of logged in, used Telnet to attach to that service, LMadmin, that's listening on the server. So by making this Telnet connection, I now know that A, the client computer can communicate with the server across the specified port, and B, the server is listening on that port, and I've made a connection. Now I can't really do anything with that connection here in Telnet, so I just do a control right bracket to escape out of that connection and a Q to quit Telnet. And then I can do an exit to exit the command line. But that's how you can assess connectivity from your client PC to the server, which is just the first step in trying to debug this problem. One other thing I'll mention that you could try, if you've got that connectivity from your client to your server and you're still not getting a license on your FlexSim installation, go ahead and try, so here on page 19 we've got Step 7, activate clients. 6B, where you actually specify the port number with the IP address. Go ahead and try that in your software. So inside of FlexSim, instead of just doing @ and then the server address, go ahead and put that IP address, whether it's 27,000 or some custom number, put that right in front of the @ symbol like it specifies here, and that may solve your problem too. So let us know if you have any problems or questions in setting up your LAN license server configuration with your clients. Thanks a lot.